Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom, where much like how I recently did the video with Smoke Cheese Cookie, where I did a little bit of an overview video with him, where I went ahead and tested his skills, looked at his story, basically upgraded him and stuff like that. We're gonna be doing something similar with a cookie I got recently, but I never really had the chance to because the new update came out at about that time. So we're gonna be talking about Burning Spice. Burning Spice is the second playable beast that we have been released to. That's definitely not the right term to use. But, like, he's the second playable beast, right behind Mystic Flower Cookie. And technically the third beast that we've seen officially is, like, a talkative NPC, you know, behind Shadow Milk. But Shadow Milk isn't playable yet, but that'll be coming soon for all we know. But, for now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going ahead and looking at Burning Spice's, you know, how he works, his story, all that stuff, using him in battle. Because from what I heard, Burning Spice is plebing overpowered, which makes sense because it's a plebing beast cookie, so it makes sense. But, with that being said, I will mention that while I won't be reading comments on the video because I kind of want it to be more dedicated to the cookie. Still, I want to say that if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on future videos, then you can feel free to do so. Because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. Now, I actually don't need to struggle to find Burning Spice Cookie because I decided to put him in a place that I know he absolutely loves. It's making coffee.
So many cookies gathered in one place.
Yeah, well, honestly, you're actually kind of right about that. Look at how many cookies are right there. But Burning Spice is just right here because he absolutely hates doing this. Which, I also just want to make sure he stayed right here because I didn't want to, like, put him anywhere and just, like, end up losing him. I don't want to leave it just a bored Burning Spice Cookie unattended. To be fair, if you want to do anything, Burning Spice, can you just burn out and can you burn down all these, like, tree stumps for free? Like, I'd rather not upgrade my cookie castle above 14 and 15. Like, you could just do that for free, it'd be that easy. Like, at least you'd have something to destroy. I don't know. But anyway, let's just claim that. And then now let me go ahead and just swap you out for someone who's more fitting to sell toys to all the boys and girls. Like, who's the most fitting person to sell toys to? Let's swap you out with you, but kinder. See, look at that attitude he has. He has a lot more better attitude for selling toys. Okay, so first of all, something interesting when you actually pick him up. Let's get you to, like, an area where there's, like, no cookies, because let's be honest, I wouldn't want you destroying anything. If I actually pick you up, you actually have this interesting animation where, like, at first you look nice and smug, like you really don't care about what's happening to you, but you have this glowing pair of eyes right above you. I don't know what that's all about, because the thing is, I don't think that happens with, like, Mystic Flower. Does it? Where's Mystic Flower right now? Because now I got to test that out, because I am curious. I don't know if something similar or something same happens with Mystic Flower. Because I know for a fact Mystic Flower should be roaming around here somewhere. Because I am curious, but whatever the case is, I don't know, just that seems like very interesting. Because just like, you pick them up, it's this mystic set of eyes. And okay, yeah, there you are. If I pick you up, Mystic Flower. No, you have this little cloud effect. But like, that's basically about that. And of course, nothing really interesting happens when you sit him down. Like, you can literally just sit him down on one of these little benches over here that I can test out if I drag you all the way over. He does not care. If anything, he's deviously looking at Cotton, ready to just run her over and just, they're probably going to jump this fence and slam Rockstar in the back of the head. For all I know. And I'm pretty sure if they stand themselves back up, I think they do this roaring animation. Yeah, they do. They literally scream with also their eyes, like, their irises, like, just burning with the sensation. But now you want to go ahead and hear a bunch of his quotes. Sorry if it took me this long to actually get to it. I was just curious at all the other aspects and designs. Also, I really wanted to show him off just making coffee because, of course, he hates brewing. That's why he hates it. Why he's doing it all on his own will, I don't know. But I think this kingdom's kind of tarnished him, being in this plumbing plub dynasty. Anyway, you have quotes. And also, he has this cool animation. Look at this. Look how the cookie just destroys it. Just kills it with just nothing to worry about. Anyway, here's some quotes that this guy has.
The only change I welcome is eradication.
Basically just wants Armageddon. Just wants destruction. By the way, look at that plumbing hair. That's like, it's probably one of the longest hair things you will ever see in this plumbing game.
Peace? Quiet? Nauseating.
Well, honestly, at least you have something to agree with Twisty Gummy, where she's like peace, more like pieces. So we have two cookies who really don't care about peace, even though there's definitely a lot more that are bound to be added, or that are already in the game.
Abundance? Ha! More stuff to break!
Isn't abundance like a bad thing? Then again, I'm pretty sure that's the thing that's represented by golden cheese cookie. I could look that up. Yeah, plebby. Let's look it up. Let's look up the definition of abundance, just in case. A very large quantity of something. Oh, now I understand. Okay.
Sorry to break it to you, but nothing is eternal.
Okay, well, sorry to break it to you, but don't you have a beast, like, amigo, or a plumbing ally that's literally called Eternal Sugar? Like, are we just gonna skip over that, or are we gonna acknowledge that as well?
Nothing is forever, and yet, I am.
You could be right. Then again, we're probably gonna have to wait until how the story plays out, because for all I know... Well, I mean, even at the end of the story, I know you're probably gonna get defeated, but you're always bound to come back, so... It just happens after that, what goes on.
I wonder, what will it take to destroy me?
Most likely Golden Cheese, as long as she's immortal. Because you want to talk about... I mean, you could just break your axe and you'll just come back, obviously, but, like, I'm pretty sure you can't really, survive something that could just be immortal. Because we've already seen, like, literally up here, over here, not the male, right here, immortal Golden Cheese cookie. I'm pretty sure to get defeated by something that you easily could destroy, you have to be defeated by something that you can't destroy, which is immortality.
The only change abundance? Ha! Ha! Look at me if you dare!
You notice how literally after I tapped on you, he immediately stared straight at the camera? And now he's just looking away like he's really taking pity on me. This is what's going on.
Abundance? Sorry to... History is a record of destruction.
Oh, you could say that again, but I don't want to say that again. By the way, I'm going to move on to more of your quotes, but it's actually on your, like, informational HUD screen right here.
I prefer the hands-on experience.
That's a weird way of going about things, but I know you mean that in the case if you want to beat things up, obviously. Which, by the way, the plumbing HUD screen for this area, the menu area the Burning Spice has, obviously it makes sense for them to have one because it's a beast, so obviously they're special. But it actually does look really sick. I like, you know, the flames, the little torches on the sides. There's little... For some reason, those little whipped cream things right above where his little soulstone meter is. Or soul core, whatever the plug you want to call for beasts. But, let's be honest. I didn't expect those to be there. I feel like it'd be better just to be little burning flame things, because, like, those would definitely melt. Well, who cares?
The last breath of a civilization. A marvel to behold!
Okay, well, that makes sense, because the only breath that you care about is literally the breath of Cookie's ashes. Like, they're literal dust, because you're just going to breathe them in. Which, by the way, I realize the signia of the entire soulstone... Like, I understand that their variant of the soulstone is on his chest, but also the little signia that's followed along with it is also on the chest as well. Now, don't go staring too much.
Ah, the most refined cultures are the most delightful to devastate.
Is that why... No, the thing is, I was going to say, is that why you destroyed Golden Cheese Kingdom? But it wasn't him. Was it? Because I'm pretty sure that was just Dark Enchantress doing after the Dark Flower War, or during it. So that was something entirely different, but, I think it makes sense why, Golden Cheese is the main target, because, Golden Cheese wants to keep everything, while Burning Spice just wants to destroy everything. It makes sense.
More fire, more smoke, more spice!
Someone's really gotta, like, go through this team with, like, just have a full team filled with, like, spice cookies. Like, do one of those videos where it's like, how far can this team get? So you have Burning Spice, you have Capsaicin, like Chili Pepper, Malice Sauce, and plumbing others, because there's definitely a good amount of spicy cookies, and at that point, you could probably just make a full team with them.
Power of change is mine still. The power to end it all.
It's not really... By the way, appearance. By the way, here's this thing where if you apparently promote him more and more, he manages to have this bigger flare of fire around him. But that just depends on how much you can, like, plumbing promote and ascend him. Because that's going to take a long way. Is there more this way? No. Oh, and the lobby change is becoming a bit brighter. Why not? So those are the only primary changes. But also, there's no way I could probably promote this. Trying to promote this club is going to be impossible. I think I somehow did it with Dark Cacao. But even then, so that's still difficult to try and achieve because, like, Dark Cacao is, like, you can at least do it with, like, I think normally with the normal soul stones or while he's in his plumbing awoken form. Like, that's going to take a while to do. Anyway, we're already 9 minutes into this, so I may as well get to your story, which says right here, which literally just blew me away with a whole breath of smoke. Look at that. You just open and it's just Your just whole entire face melts off. Great. It says, while the losers are doomed to be swallowed whole by the tide of change, victors bend it to their will. Once known as the Herald of Change, Burning Spice Cookie shaped the course of history. When history itself was young, he was hailed as a hero, a leader who fought battle after battle to protect the faint light of civilization shining amidst the gloom. But as time marched on and kingdoms rose and fell in the endless cycle, he grew weary, bored by all the monotony of it all. In his heart, the seeds of destruction began to take root. His name, once celebrated, was replaced by whispers of the Great Destroyer, but empty praises and worship from cookies meant nothing to him, as only destruction could make his jam boil. During his long confinement, he cursed the chains that bound him, aching to unleash chaos, but now Burning Spice Cookie is free, unchained, and ready to carve a path of havoc. The world will tremble as the Great Destroyer rises once more, and nothing will be spared. Well, basically, you just describe the whole entire story for us, which happened in both recent Beasties episodes. At least it's now telling us about the portion where it's like, oh, they actually used to be a hero, kind of like fighting for kingdom and molding history. But he literally just became bored. I don't know why, but I think that's just sad. Just going like, I've been winning all these battles. So, I'm just gonna destroy everything because I'm just getting bored. Like, is that petty? I don't even know, but if you also encounter him, you can see this cool animation, if you can go ahead and play it.
Bored. So bored. Your destruction shall be my greatest pleasure!
Okay, something I want to know. I feel like, if you saw in the beginning, there was like two little murals of him. One where he's just kind of like on a side, and then the one to the next, like the one that goes on next, which is like a little bit more where he's more threatening. Is that kind of like the transition of him going like bored to becoming like one to become feared? I feel like that kind of makes sense when you kind of look back on it, which is kind of cool if you haven't played through the story yet, and you managed to get Burning Spice, specifically after you see the lore in BC's episode 6, because that's when you really discover his true motives. But of course, I read the story, so obviously I got to read up on the skill, which just says, Tyrant's Wrath. Look at all of this info. In exchange of his own life force, Burning Spice Cookie releases his inner god of destruction, dispelling debuffs and gaining the Berserker buff. While transformed, he will become immune to all debuffs, except for Curse, and will absorb the attack of the 3 allies. Target Cookie first, with the highest attack. Burning Spice Cookie will gain the Spice Rampage buff, depending on the target of his basic attacks, and will gain the Rampage buff after reaching a certain threshold. After he will slam down the ground with his Great Axe, dealing damage with a final blow. The axe will create a pool of lava for a certain period of time, and deal periodic damage. Enemies' attack speed and attack are reducing the lava, while the sarcophagus of gold and summons receive a great amount of damage. Sheesh. Okay, it mentions specifically the sarcophagus of gold that Golden Cheese has. The Great Destroyer Burning Spice Cookie activates Firestorm periodically, inflicting burn to all target, excluding safeguarded cookies, and providing crit percent and crit damage buffs for his allies. Additionally, he will apply the Destroyer's Gaze buff on the enemy cookie with the highest attack. Upon entering battle, Burning Spice applies the Revelry of Flames buff on fire-type cookies, which increases their attack and damage resist by the number of burn stacks. Additionally, Burning Spice Cookie's crit percent increases according to the number of nearby targets would burn. When hit by a water-type attacks for a certain number of times, a burn debuff is removed. And if Burning Spice Cookie is defeated, he becomes invulnerable for a certain period of time and dispels debuffs. Damage proportional to max HP is capped at 300,000. Okay, just an average 300,000 damage, that's casual. That is, by the way, 9 seconds to use the skill. Are you kidding me? Okay, it must be one of those skills where like you activate it once and it just keeps on getting carried over. I think that's what's happening here. Okay, and so this is just so much to take in. He released the Inner God of Destruction. It gets rid of all debuffs, and you get the Berserker buff, where the Berserker buff apparently, if I can find it here, there's Fire Pit, Rivalry, Beast Passive, putting Tyrant's Wrath. There's so much. Berserker adds so many things right down there. Also, like, Spice Cookies actually do gain extra damage if they're on the same team, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Burning Spice will increase according to the number of nearby targets when hit by water type. So if you get hit by water moves, you'll get, like, your burn debuffs or buffs like that will go away. He applies Destroyer's buff on the enemy cookie with the highest attack, providing inflicts burn to all targets, excluding safeguard cookies. Activates Firestorm. There's just so much to take in here. I really gotta use this pleb out in battle. But of course, I gotta go ahead and level this pleb up, which I think I know what I'm gonna do. So, let's just go ahead and, do the classic thing. Actually, no. Yes. Here you go.
Why, I too once had things I held dear.
Let me guess, you destroyed them? Pretty sure that's what happens. You just destroyed those things that you once held dear. Anyway, we're gonna keep on feeding you for a bit because I gotta get you to a high level because I heard you're plumbing phenomenal to use. So that's fantastic. Here you go.
Destruction doesn't need a reason.
I'm not gonna disagree, but I'm just saying there's statements that could be made there.
You there, entertain me.
I'd rather not, if I'm being honest. That's just straight up laughing. This guy's intimidating.
Why, I too once had things I held dear. Why, I too once had things I held. What should I wreck next?
Hopefully nothing. 300. That's surprisingly not as much as I thought. I mean, obviously it's still a lot, but like I still have like a decent chunk of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and max you out right there.
Destruction. It makes me feel alive.
Yeah, that's great. This guy's gonna like destroy my kingdom for all I know. Anyway, let's just boost this. Let's see how much materials this is gonna take. Okay, great. Okay, we got a couple thousand of those. It's gonna take over 1,000. Let's see how much what did it say? 270,000. 270,000 power. Okay, I need to use this pleb in a level. And by the way, if you're wondering, the only way you can get soul stones from the Beast Gacha or Burning Spice Cookies Land of Fire Room package. This is the only way. It's literally right here. This costs $28.99. How and why? Any plubbing way. Let's go ahead and use you in a plubbing level because let's use you in a plubbing high power level. How about that? I would use you in a beast. Actually, huh. Okay. How powerful are these levels? I just want to check, like the power level. 190. Okay, great. Can we just use it? Can we use it to defeat this puppet? I want to use it to defeat the puppet. I want to try that. How about this? Little puppet pleb. And we're gonna go ahead and take. Surprisingly, I still have my main team because we really never fought in a custom like world beasties team. Anyway, you're probably all the way up here, so I gotta scroll all the way up. And bear in mind, this is without toppings too. Literally, this is him casually having like 250,000 power. Just casually.
This will be entertaining.
Yeah, of course you would say that.
It's unwise to stand in my way.
Well, they're kind of forced to.
I shall bring you to ruins.
You know, you're gonna be hurting your beast friends, but I honestly don't even think any of the beast, like, cookies are, like, friends at all. I'm pretty sure they're just meant to, like, they kind of just hate each other, or they just, like, grew to distaste each other over time.
Shut up, Mill!
Wait, this is...
No,
Well, let me just skip all this stuff.
are much more powerful than I thought.
Anyway, let's go ahead and do this, because I forgot Story was gonna play, but you know what, it's fine. Should I have done this with... Wait, did I not, like... Did it not save the cutscenes? Did I ever, like, uninstall or reinstall the game? I don't know, but I just want to go ahead and do this. Alright, I'm just gonna use... Wait, can I... Or is it not gonna let me skip? Yeah, hey there, friend.
Oh, there you
I can't
are.
actually...
Everyone
Wait,
give a
there's an auto button.
I will judge
Plug it, we'll just skip it.
Ooh,
Anyway, here we go. Let's test this out.
Witness destruction!
Okay, oh my...
You a most cordial
Shadowmoon wasn't even done speaking yet!
Your Magic.
He wasn't even done speaking. It's just bit. Oh wait. Oh, it's not done yet. All right. Let's just. Can we just do it again? Okay. Yeah, it's already done.
You flying
Okay,
little
sure.
bastard.
Why not? Why we're going through the story again, even though I know for a fact I've already done this, I don't know. But plub it. I just want to do this to plubbing show off him just taking down a giant puppet plub. Yada yada. Oh no, so sad. Burning Spice literally does not care about this at all.
Remember, I know you.
Yes,
Why
Your
I can't skip
Majesty.
this, I have no idea. But
I
plubbing,
accept
yeah,
your
great.
order.
Didn't expect this to happen. I think that.
Yes, that's what makes my jam boil.
I'm sorry. Imagine just all that happening. You're having this heartwarming moment. Oh, it's so sad. Like Millennial Tree's fading off because of the giant pup. All of a sudden, just Burning Spice just chucks the giant axe. Just like it's all destroyed. The whole theater is destroyed. I don't know why, but that's hilarious. So I'm pretty sure that skill. I feel like it just makes sense to have Burning Spice just focus on damage. And if not damage, then probably cooldown, which I think that one makes the most sense. Then again, I'm pretty sure defensive toppings would also be versatile, only just because he is like a cookie at the front, so it makes sense. But still, just burning spikes with damage toppings, you're just bound to destroy everything in your path. Now, I have a feeling that because for some, by the way, why the pleb did not let me like skip that cutscene? I don't understand why that happened. It makes no sense, because this isn't hard mode, it was still story mode. Maybe I should have done it on hard mode. Maybe it's like a true challenge. I mean, Burning Spikes did lose some HP right there, but that's because that boss was not the easiest. But I don't even know what the pleb else to say. So probably if you want my recommendations, just like, I'm probably going to slap some toppings. Either let it be cooldown, or let it be like, plubbing most likely damage, a Searing Raspberry. Because let's be honest, damage and destruction is probably what all this guy is all about. In fact, isn't there like custom toppings that you can get for this guy? Because if I look in storage, I think there is. If I want to, is it these? Destructive top. So if we just claim all these, you can just go ahead and just destroy everything in the land. So I'm probably going to stack this guy up and then use him on my World Exploration team and or my Beasties team, because this guy is definitely going to do a lot of damage. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Kick Your Run YouTube staff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content they wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!